White House says there are multiple investigations into the fatal shooting of Alex Pretti in Minneapolis. And these videos will be key. Just like you at home may have been watching them to figure out what happened, investigators are analyzing these videos to piece together those final fatal moments. Janelle Harvin joins me now. He's a former chief of Homeland Security and Intelligence for Washington, D.C., and now teaches at Georgetown University. Janelle, I'm glad you're here with your expertise. I need you for this because there are three moments that you have actually identified that are really crucial in the investigation. I want to be with the first interaction between Pretti and a federal agent.
Absolutely.
What do you see?
So let's go to the first interaction. You know, this is a freeze frame. This really refutes what DHS has said, that this individual was interfering with ICE, had approached them with a firearm. In every video that we've seen so far, obviously we don't have all the evidence, he is actually standoff. Now, the action is actually off this frame right here. They're in front of the donut shop. Alex Pretti is at least 15 or 20 feet away. He's filming at a safe distance. And actually, agents approach them. They close the space, and every time you see in the video, he walks away and he takes a step back.
And then there's the scuffle everyone's been watching and hearing about where they approach him and it appears to remove a gun. What do you see?
Yeah, so this is chaotic, right? The first thing you're going to see is, we're going to stop right there. This is Alex Pretti in the purple box.
Okay.
He's on all fours. So he is fully defensive at this point. We'll do a little closer up. You can see his hands over here. Let's see his hands over there.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to keep an eye on this officer right here, okay? He has actually drawn his firearm. There's a couple of things that I want to get nuanced here for our viewers. He's actually drawn his firearm, and he's actually engaging the scrum. That is not how you're taught in law enforcement. If you're going to be, there's a contact officer and there's a cover officer. If you're going to be the cover officer and you're the first one to draw, and I'm going to do this for our audience, you're going to come into what we call a tucked position, which means that you're going to be standoff. You're going to have what we call muzzle discipline. So you're not, you see, I'm naturally not pointing towards my colleagues. And if I need to extend and engage, I can do that. He goes around this entire scrum with his finger on his trigger and engages with this. Meanwhile, Alex Pretti is getting pepper sprayed, and this officer right here in the yellow, we're going to go to him next, he's actually removing the gun. So that agent that we saw over here, he removes the gun, and everyone's probably seen this before multiple times, and he flees the scene. That's actually good training. What we don't know, however, is if this officer, this agent, actually screamed out, "Gun retrieved, I got the gun, I have it," minimizing the threat. So if he didn't do that and indicated in a very loud voice that he has control of the firearm, these other agents don't know that Alex Pretti is no longer armed.
Is he carrying it the right way, given what you just demonstrated to us?
You know, I'm not going to second guess that, and we've actually had officers. In fact, in D.C., we had a D.C. police officer who actually retrieved a gun from a gutter and it accidentally discharged, which happens all the time, and he wound up killing himself. And so in chaotic situations, officers grab guns. Sometimes they don't do it the best way. I wouldn't like it this way, and actually we don't know, what happens.
Finally, shots are fired, though, and it is the fatal encounter of Alex Pretti. Describe what you see.
Yeah, I mean, this is disturbing. He clearly doesn't have a gun anymore. And, you don't have to be a law enforcement officer to know that this looks like a firing squad.
I don't know how long it took, actually, from the time the gun was taken away from him to the time that he was shot at it. That's part of the investigation as it unfolds, right?
This happens in seconds, and this is why the body camera footage is so important.
Oh, my goodness. Janelle Harvin, thank you so much for breaking it down.